Ian Horn here. This is a hip opener series. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to get a bit of a slump in the lower back. So if I turn to the side, I'm going to slump the lower back and then push the heel out. And then I'm going to turn like a windshield wiper. And what I'm trying to get is this upper thigh to roll back and forth. As I'm doing this, I'm pushing that heel away. So what that's doing is that's distracting the hip and giving the hip joint more room. And that's going to loosen up the hips and get them ready for the next two stretches we do in this series. So this one, and then I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to push, so you're doing one leg at a time, push the left leg out and turn the left leg. I'm going to do 3 different positions for this one stretch. So I'm going to put my hands in front. I'm going to do this. These are all 30 seconds. You're going to do each leg 30 seconds. Switch legs. In the last position, I'm going to bring this leg across and keep this bum cheek down, keeping that down, and then I'm going to rotate there, that bottom leg. Once I've done those 3, I'm going to turn. I'm going to get 90 position. So this is 90 degrees, 90 degrees. I'm going to bring my belt buckle up to my chin, so I'm posteriorly pelvic tilting. And then from there, I'm going to push this knee here away from me. And then I'm going to try to get rid of this space under the inner thigh. As I'm doing that, I'm holding myself up with this hand. I'm going to shoot a Spider-Man web directly between this knee and foot, and from there you can kind of play around with it. Now, most of you will start there, but if you're finding it fairly easy, you can bring 2 up. Make sure you're breathing throughout the whole motion. You're going to do both sides, hold for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then the next one is called a hip Eldoa. And so what you're going to do is you're going to bring this foot out to the side as far as you can, keeping your pelvis pointed forward. So I have to take the 2 little bumps here. Those are called the ASISs, and keep them facing forward. And then I'm going to work my hip as far back as I can while still keeping them forward. Once I get to that point, I'm going to take this knee and push it back. Not turning the pelvis at all, just the knees going back. From there, all this time, I should have a posterior pelvic tilt, so that belt buckle's coming up towards my chin. I'm keeping a nice straight spine. Crown of the head is pushing up, so I'm lengthening the spine. And then I'm going to push this knee directly out. You should feel a stretch in through the inner thigh and maybe the front of the hip on both sides. This back glute you can squeeze. And then I'm going to make a Spider-Man web with this arm here. And then I'm going to turn this one this way, and then I'm going to reach straight up. That's the hip opener series. Give those a try.